Nomad start. We've got Wade versus Ciskhan, best of 3 in our Masters of HyperRandom 3 qualifiers. And we are going to have a very cozy TC up against these jungle trees, which only have 75 wood on them for Wade. And that's going to be seen by Ciskhan, who is going for a TC over here. And holy smoke monkey hair, everything over here. Oh my goodness. These smoke monkeys only have 29 food on them. There's plenty of food on the hares. And we've got berries nearby as well. Rhinoceros nearby. Wade started building his TC a little bit sooner with one vil, but Ciskhan had the second one there earlier. They're both on the lookout for water. Looks like Wade has stone nearby, 528, so quite a bit. But Ciskhan's got plenty of areas to run to, and this is a close start. Unfortunately for Wade, he does not have the same number of smoke monkeys and rabbits and everything nearby. He can't get this rhino in, though, which is basically like 3 rabbits. He's also got these chickens over here. The chickens have 30 on them, so not that impressive. He's got some goats wandering around looking for extra resources as well. And he's trying to keep this rhino near his base. He also gets the extra villager with Mayans, which is really nice on a nomad start. So he's 1 villager ahead, essentially, from Ciskhan. Ciskhan, I don't know if he can take advantage of the Cumin second TC. I think I would definitely prefer Mayans in this situation on a nomad start. But I would definitely prefer the starting location from Ciskhan because, damn, look at this. Dude, if Ciskhan puts... What happens if Ciskhan puts 1 gate through the center of this? Feels like all of these will just kind of slowly make their way in here, right? Right now he's taking the smoke monkeys, which are only 29 food, and gather at the same rate as any other hunt. And they're kind of wandering under the TC as well. They die very dramatically, too. But, yeah, I mean, maybe he could funnel those in. I don't know. Let's take a look at what Wade can see. Are there any other rhinos or anything like that? His goats have 135 on it, which is great. Mine's extra or longer lasting resources also fantastic. Looks like there's berry bushes over here. There's also rabbits over here he hasn't seen yet. And then another rhino on this side, which he probably won't find. The rhinos are pretty rare. Yeah, the rhinos are really rare. There was only 2 on the map. And this is a great mill. Amazing mill from Ciskhan. Wade is housed. Oh, he's forced to get looms. So there goes his villager lead. To some extent, at least. Looks like he's still a villager ahead. Just fine. Maybe Ciskhan got loom? He did. Eating monkeys sounds wrong. Okay. There's not a lot of food here on these chickens, folks. He needed a mill somewhere, but there is really not a lot of food on these chickens. There's like 200 food left in this area, so I would have preferred it on the berries there, but hey, is what it is. A lot more food available here for our boy Ciskhan. 1100 left, and he's got all of these goats too. So really, really solid from him. However, there are a bunch of goats that still can come in for Wade. Maybe Cumin douche and feudal. Cumin douche is horrible. It's absolutely awful, dude. Dude, why are you just taking the Take these. Stop taking the chickens, bro. There's not enough food. There's 260 food over here. Does he realize it's random resources? There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. Rez collected a little bit more for Wade, which you would expect. Because he's got Mayans. Ciskhan's still just chilling. And he's got so many goats behind. It's going to be tough to go up to feudal age fast, though. Because you don't have the rhinos consistently underneath your town center. You can see Wade went for a lumber camp here. Even though he knows the TC is over here from Ciskhan, I would have preferred a lumber camp over on this side and then like some sort of wall off or something like that. Wait, these hares only have 40. Oh no, these are a different type of hare than the ones over here. Oh my goodness. There's just no food. Ciskhan got a really good TC spot. Wade is still thinking though. He's thinking about clicking up, but it's getting harder and harder and harder. 31 food coming in from those. Feudal H is on the way for Ciskhan. Will he go for that second TC? It's unlikely. I think Ciskhan would be more inclined to go for an archer range. You can see Wade already on the stone here. He's trying to afford Feudal Age, but he's going to have to idle for a long time if he wants to get there. He's going to have to idle for a very long time if he wants to get there. 33 food coming in. 29 food coming in there. And he's already idled for 30 seconds. And he's going to idle here a little bit more. Drop off the food. He's up. Damn, dude. 20 villagers for him. 19 villagers for Ciskhan. But he's 1 minute behind to Feudal Age. Random food values is anti-fun. Okay, buddy. I heavily disagree with that statement. These are like, this is just the inner, this is a different patch of hairs, different style of hair. There will be other ones with like 100 on them. And you just have to find the right one. Maybe that was 2 patches in the center, actually. Different hairstyles, exactly. There's a lot of chickens on this map. A lot of chickens. Just like the rhinos, right? You could have a rhino spawn here with 180. The ones close. And then the ones on the outside could have a different amount of food. You just have to check all the resource values. We might see just tower defense from Wade. Archers are already coming out from Ciskhan. He's got a lot of stone. Tower defense seems solid. Tower here instantly. Tower over here. Tower over there. Tower everywhere, honestly. Market. My guy is going fast. He's going to attempt a fast castle. And he has no food. And he's not on gold. So he's going to sell the stone for this. And Ciskhan should be able to just sit here and range the stone and range the wood line. This is a bold decision from Wade. Still on 20 vills. My man is still in sudden disaster mentality. I don't know if he played sudden disaster, but this is a big sudden disaster. Big sudden disaster energy here. He sells all of his stone. And he can't buy 100 extra food. He needs to drop off food. Come on. Come on. Come on. He's up. He's actually done it. He hasn't lost a villager yet, but oh my god, you need a tower here, bro. You need a tower. I know it feels terrible, but you need a tower. Otherwise, the archers are just going to sit here. And this is so predictable. What he's doing. Oh, if he gets a castle up here, though. God damn. Market going up from Ciskhan. Ciskhan will never let him get a castle here, right? There's the tower for Wade. He won't have the stone he needs. He won't have the wood. He won't have the food. He won't have the gold. He won't have anything. Ciskhan's trying to be right on the edge of this. Right on the edge of this. And now Ciskhan's trying to go up to Castle Age himself. He's still picking away at these villagers. You can't have the vills gathering from over there. There's still some trees here that Wade can take. Wade is in desperation mode here. He needs this castle. He can't use the market to buy himself any extra stone. So he needs all of the stone to come in from these villas. 328 stone. You bet your ass Ciskhan knows this area is vulnerable over here. I'm surprised he hasn't made any houses or anything like that. Maybe he wants the villagers to come out. And Wade won't have enough stone. He's selling wood for gold. He's going to sell more wood for gold to try and buy stone to get that castle even faster. Here comes the other sell. Soon, maybe. I don't know. Ciskhan now using the market as well. No, it's fletching. The fuck? 19 villagers for Wade. Fletching. Okay. Another archery range here for Ciskhan. Wade almost has enough for the castle. Almost has enough for the castle. He's got enough for the castle. Ciskhan sees the castle going up, and that castle won't do anything, dude. That doesn't do anything. It barely even protects his base. I mean, stone wall here and it might be okay. Stone wall here, and it might be alright. If I'm Ciskhan, I mean, I'm thinking even capped ram push. You could destroy all of this. Wade hasn't made a villager in 5 minutes. Maybe Wade actually might be thinking, no, he's selling the stone. So he's just going plumes. He could think about a follow-up castle. I'd love a stone wall here. I'd love a stone wall here. That would be amazing. You can see the plumed archers looping around. GG called by Wade. What an underwhelming game. Some questionable decision-making there. I mean, I know he didn't have the same level of food here, but he could have contested this. Like, he did scout it. He could have contested it. He could have gone to the berries. He could have walled up. He could have done many things instead of whatever it was that he was trying there. Either way, Ciskhan winning that one. Very underwhelming. First game. 1 kill. 1 kill is all it took, folks. He could have gone for a forward castle. I mean, if you lose all your vills, at least you died trying. Either way, let's hope that the next game is an improvement on that. KD is infinite, true. Spanish for Ciskhan and Malay for Wade. So Malay can be good. But Spanish are also very, very strong on these settings. The fast castle attempt was very ambitious. Very, very ambitious. He also did get the rhino, which Ciskhan never had access to, right? So that's like 3 extra hairs worth of food. I don't know, dude. I don't know. Could he not do some walls as mines? Yes, he definitely could have. And he could have made his first lumber camp on the big wood line and then walled up instead of having a super exposed wood line like that. But like I said, there's many things he could have done. He didn't do them. Maybe not a nomad style player. Maybe not used to HyperRandom. Then he also maybe thought that Ciskhan had a second TC set up, which is why he went into plumes or something. I don't know. I think there might be 2 rees per person in best of 7 Viper Cream. No, we don't. We have best of 5s up to the finals, which is best of 9. And then 3rd place is best of 7. This might be a good map for Malay. Could also be a really good one for Spanish, though. We see Wade playing Malay, which he's randomed into. And he laughs and says it looks fun. It's all buildable terrain here on this water. Ciskhan says yes, so fun. I don't think he believes that. And they start with a Bled of the Hun. Oh my goodness. Bled of the Hun, which is very powerful. It looks like a Step Lancer. It's not actually a Step Lancer. It's got 210 HP, 13 attack. Elephant has 477 food. Wild Boar has 218. These things have 130. The berries have 106. And is there anywhere to actually dock inside your base? If there is, then Wade can get fish traps set up. But I don't think there is. And he's actually opening this up. Oh my god, no. Open this, brother. Don't open that. The Bled is going to come along and kill everything. And the Conks are going to come along and kill everything. Oh, boy. They are fortified walls. Yeah, they are fortified walls. Okay. Let's take a look at the resources on this map. Plenty of gold there. Looks like just enough stone in the base for a castle if you sell the first 200. And then there's extra stones, extra golds on the side, some actual land areas over here. We do have standard victory on if they remembered to enable it. Oh my goodness. Oh my god. Brother, that's 2,300 food on those elephants. And I'm pretty sure you can pull all of these in using Bleda. If you see it. And I think those are the only such elephants on this map. Full feudal water's got to be the play. I don't know how you're getting through the fortified walls. That's a lot of gold over there. 6,000. Bleda has a bad record with pulling in hunt. That is true. That is true. He hasn't seen him. No one's seen him. I don't think they're going to go over there anytime soon. So Malay should be solid here. Completely protected. They're going to have a eco lead. Right? Once they get to feudal age, because they get there faster. And castle age as well. They should be up 4 villagers by that point. But we could see a castle from Ciskhan. We could see conquistadors. That's probably what we are going to see. And we'll have to keep an eye on how Wade deals with that. Critically, if you want to go for water here, you have to find shoreline like this to dock. You can't just dock anywhere. You have to find a shoreline to dock. So that shoreline is outside of the bases. So if the conks are shutting down everything on the outside, Wade will not be able to get to a place where he can actually dock. He could maybe wall this off and dock back here, but it's awkward. Is this Mega Random tweaked for a tournament? Was there any modification? No, this is HyperRandom. Completely different from Mega Random. Mega Random is not very random at all. HyperRandom is super random. HyperRandom has random values on food, on wood, on gold, on berries, on stone, random amounts of relics, completely random layout of the map. Aren't you just totally cooked as Malay here? No, I don't think so. I think there's plenty of possibilities. I think there are a good amount of good players that would pick Malay over Spanish here. No, HyperRandom's been around for a very, very long time. Not as long as Mega Random, but a very long time. Zetnus has been working away on it. I like how these are rice farms when they're on this terrain. It's cool. Back when Vietnamese totally sucked, like were the worst civ in the game, I had an idea for buffing them, which I thought was quite good, which is the ability to make rice farms. They cost like 100 wood, but gather faster than a regular farm. So I guess it's basically like a pasture. I came up with pastures before there were pastures. Think about it. Yeah, Wade can wall this off. But he won't be able to wall it off with fortified walls, right? Ooh, dock for Wade. Okay, interesting. No one's discovered this stuff still. Ciskhan goes all the way back here for wood. So his base was further away from the wood line, which is a good thing for Wade, because I don't think he really wants to contend with conks with multiple layers of palisade wall like this. But for Ciskhan, a little bit more unfortunate, especially if Wade is going feudal navy, which it looks like he might be doing. Ciskhan also stretching out on this side, which hasn't been discovered. You got to be careful with this, and he's keeping his Bleda at home to protect himself. I think he means the wall to the east of Wade's base. I mean, he can wall here too, yeah. Galley is being added. Blacksmith coming in. He's at 26 villagers against 24 from Ciskhan, and Ciskhan will see Bleda coming in here. His villagers are exposed as a very powerful unit. Market. Okay. So Ciskhan is going to try and wall this up. The galleys are already coming out here from Wade, or I guess he's saving them up. And he's going blacksmith market, so he's going to try and get a super fast castle off of this? Into what is the question? Like, he hasn't gotten his upgrades. He would have probably been better suited going for the farming upgrade, the wood upgrade, and just do like the feudal ups into a decent castle time anyway. The strategy is obvious here from Ciskhan. He's going into conks, and you can see him already on stone over here. And the strategy should be really, really apparent. 174 food on these smoke monkeys this time around. Wade did not go out for the smoke monkeys. Do war galleys beat conks? No. Let's say ballistics, and a lot of them. I mean, if they get right up close, sure. But the conks can just dance away. Did Wade see the bottom corner? No. He didn't scout there. At all. Castle Age on the way for Wade, so he's going to be faster. He's making more ships. He knows the conks are coming, and he's hiding the ships right now. So maybe he wants the conks to come right in here. I think if you're... there, you know, there is an argument to not get the war galley upgrade if you're trying to fight up against conquistadors, because the galleys are way more maneuverable. I think there is a solid argument to not get it. All right. So the wood upgrade is in. 32 villagers for him. Overall res collected, much better for Wade. And there's Castle Age. Pretty quick one. Ciskhan roaming around with this Bleda. Wade has to be careful with his navy because the Bleda can actually solo a boat or two or three. Is the food on farms also random here? No, food on farms is not random. It's only naturally occurring resources that are random. And... oh, the castle's going forward. Oh, this might have been the opportunity Wade was waiting for. He doesn't see the vills, though. He's busy fighting the Bleda. He doesn't see the vills. The galleys are coming out. Okay. The galleys are coming out. He's getting rid of the HP on Bleda. This is the moment for Wade. This is the moment. There's the castle for Ciskhan. And hello, Galley show up. Uh-oh, Ciskhan. That's not good at all. Oh, my God. What a play from Wade. He held the galleys in reserve. And GG from Ciskhan. Oh, my goodness. He knew, dude. He read him like a book. Went to the fucking library. Undersea, pulled out Ciskhan, read it, and then put it back. He knew it was going to be a forward castle. It didn't need to be a forward castle. It could have been a defensive castle. Ciskhan completely demoralized. I've never seen galleys deny a castle. Dang, dude. 2 kills this time. Yeah, next game we're going to have 4. Maybe 3, maybe 4. Damn, bro. He was all in on that, eh? He was like, if he goes for forward castle, I'm going to cook him. And he did. Ciskhan never saw the dock. No, because he was busy. He went out here. He was busy patrolling this Bleda to try and protect his villagers, right? So he never got the scouting information. Wade found a position to dock. He made the galleys, obviously. Didn't even get fletching for the galleys, by the way. And then waited for the castle to come forward. And the timing window was just perfect there. So 1 kill the first game, 2 kills that game. It wasn't convincing from Wade until that moment. Dude, we want to see some fights here, boys. We want to see some fights. Can we get some fights? Would have been more fun if it was demos. It definitely would have been, yes. Okay, guys. Wade is playing as Berbers. Ciskhan is playing as Bohemians. Depending on the map layout, we might see a re here from Wade. Bohemians is not a great civ to match up against in HyperRandom. Not a great civ at all. Now, when you you're going to get a completely new map, and you could get the exact same civ matchup again, because it's full random. So you take a chance on the but each player gets one per set. They both agreed to ignore re's. Okay, so both players have a gentleman's agreement. Do not re. Do not re. Can they get a mirror match? They can. What's up, Exocep? How's it going, dude? So I guess it's locked in then. Berbers against Bohemians. And we have some sort of 4 lakes with marlins. Oh my God, look at the fish in here. Holy cow, there's so many fish in here, dude. Oh my God, there's 6,000 food worth of deep fish alone. Plus the shore fish, which have 341 on each of those. And there's only one of them there. Okay, the turtles have 341 as well. And then in the center, we have a bunch of fish here, and they start with a siege tower. They start with a siege tower. Barracks is going up immediately from Ciskhan. Oh, dude, is he going? He is. He's going to go militia in the siege tower, I think. That was the thought, anyway. Because he hasn't seen the pawns. Oh, that's such a throw from Ciskhan. Oh, that's such a throw. That's such a complete throw. He had the idea to go for militia in the siege tower, and he's making militia right now, but he doesn't realize that there's so much water and fish available. Wade can see the fish, and on a map like this, you gotta go out and dock. You have to. It's just necessary. But Ciskhan is going to be making the militia. Can you call it for a restart in the qualifiers? It should be 1 re per set, right? Tree's in the chat. He can tell you. He's the admin. And now he's gone. Yes, best of 3 equals 1 re per player. See? There you go. All right, so Ciskhan is not scouting the ponds. He can see the fish in the center, and he's like, okay, that is probably pretty bad for me if my opponent gets a dock, which he does. The militia are not going to be able to deny the dock, and here are the villagers from Wade with loom. Now, Ciskhan could drop these militia right in here, but that's probably a bad play because there's only 2 militia versus 3 villagers with loom, and the villagers win that all day of the week. Every day of the week. Every week of the month. Every month of the year. This is such a waste from Ciskhan. Holy cow. He had to take the straggler trees from far away to be able to afford a lumber camp because he went for the barracks right away. This is... Oh, God, dude. Wade is so far ahead. He's so far ahead right now. Ciskhan, it's going to take him forever to get a dock up and to get the fishing ships out. And Wade's going to be taking this fish here. He's going to have the ships coming out here. How does he have that siege tower? They started with it as their starting unit. So both players have a siege tower as Wade comes in with his. Yeah, Ciskhan doesn't know about the backwater at all. No, he doesn't. Because he's only scouted forward. Wade's like, hey, bro. Got any pigs? He's right underneath the TC because he doesn't care. Can you garrison herdables and siege towers? I don't think so. So, if Wade is using his brain, he should realize this barracks costs a lot of wood. It's probably no fish out from Ciskhan yet. The first ship is just now coming out. Docking back here would definitely be a better play than docking the center. The fish are so much more efficient. That boar only had 101 food on it, by the way, so Wade is going to deplete that real quick. But obviously, these guys are seeing this map for the first time, so even though you see a little bit of water back here, the inclination is to go for a dock on the place where you know there is deep fish. And it's going to be long trips, but there are deep fish there. Wade is definitely using his brain to move his fingers to play. Thank you, Chemical. Feudal Age on the way. 1 fire galley should shut all of this stuff down, or maybe you go for a demo, but I think Ciskhan pulls away once he sees Feudal Age from Wade. So I think the demo to take care of the villagers is a little bit much. Siege Tower is still wandering around. It's still wandering around. And it's caused some idle time, for sure. This thing is tough to take out. This is a Castle Age unit in Dark Age. I like how it just, like, opens its mouth. Blech. Feudal Age on the way for Ciskhan. Good recovery. Good recovery. After screwing up and going for the barracks early. Wade could have made a beautiful mining camp back here. Decides to go for one that is ugly. And Ciskhan is being very annoying. Very, very annoying. Very, very annoying. Holy cow, dude. Can you stop? Can you fucking stop, please? I'm getting a headache just watching that. Alright, militia jumping out. Now Ciskhan being so annoying. And Wade is going galleys in the center. It is a long way away from the docks. But third dock is now going up from Ciskhan. This looks like a good recovery from Ciskhan, all things considered. That villager is weak. He knows it's weak. He's going after this guy. And Wade knows he's going after that guy. Can't unload on over that wall because the villager is blocking. And the militia, so far, can't get the damage done as the first galleys head over from Wade. Might be able to take out a fishing ship, but the galleys are going to be there from Ciskhan in defense. Holy cow, dude. Can we just... Oh, God. Oh, jeez. Can't get him. He should load up a villager and start repairing this thing. So, 3 dock production here from Ciskhan. It'll be 2 dock production for the time being from Wade, but he does have a head start, and he's going to clear the fish. AoE tooltip is pretty nice. It is. Shout out to Chippy. Anyone watching on YouTube or on the VOD, if you watch live, you can hover over the screen to see Civ bonuses and texts that they've researched and everything. Wait, I have missed why they do not dock these pawns, because they don't know. Ciskhan has no idea that there's pawns in the corners. He doesn't know. And the only thing that Wade can see is that there's a shoreline. He sees deep fish over here. So, and he also sees that there's a shoreline here. So maybe he goes out and docks this now, but it's unlikely. Galleys are in. Fletching is coming in for Ciskhan. An excellent recovery from Ciskhan. I mean, he did force out a lot of idle time from Wade. But he adapted really well once he saw the water. And now he's basically ahead on galley production because Wade only made 2 docks initially and not 3. Wade does have more resources floating, but now he's housed. And it looks like Ciskhan should win the water. If Wade can realize that these corner pawns are here, that could be huge. Dude, I would say... I was about to say wall it in first, but then the tower could just drop the militia on the other side of the wall. Siege tower is tough. Hmm. 2 docks is just not enough, I guess. 3 is the correct play. If you want to win this water. Realistically, though, like, how important is this water if you lose your fishing ships here? There's more fish out here than there is in this entire pond on the inside. Obviously, the players don't know that. But we do. And we can judge them based on what we know and not what they know. That's the benefit of being a viewer, you know? Are the fish sources random? So each type of fish has a consistent resource. So if you look at this Dorado, all Dorados are going to have 183, right? You look at this Marlin, all Marlins are going to have 485, which is insane. Man-at-Arms upgrade. He's sending another one. Oh my god. It begins. It begins. Market is going up for Wade. He wants to go up to Castle Age. And the men-at-arms are going to come in. You thought he was annoying with the militia before? You just wait. And Ciskhan's going to pull these as far away as possible. Then he's going to drop these guys on the gold, potentially. Maybe over on the wood line here. It's a bit of a risk. 4th men-at-arms coming in now. He drops them in, and Wade needs to run. Wade might be able to trap these in here, though. Sacrifice the dude, wall him off. He doesn't get the wall off. He just runs. He's panicking. He's on the way to the Castle Age. So 2 villager kills there for Ciskhan. Still no fishing ships to back that up. Still only 2 fishing ships for Wade. And no docks on the outside. If you look at Wade's POV, he can see a deep fish over here, so he knows there's fish out there, but he hasn't tried to dock it yet. If you want to wall anything up against this siege tower, you have to double layer, you have to go for like houses. Ciskhan trying to block this fill. He's going to get another villager kill. Might get another one here. Nope. Can't quite get that. Wade getting to Castle Age will be nice, though. An extra town center will provide protection against these things. Has to rush a stable. Doesn't even have a barracks. He goes for a TC instead. He doesn't go for a stable. Another men-at-arms coming in. Oh, this would be such a wall-off from Ciskhan if he makes one wall behind that. That'd be so funny, dude. There's the TC from Wade. Men-at-arms getting a little bit out of position. Wade, please notice those. Wade! Wade! No, not like this, dude. You can't be losing vills under your TC, brother. Oh, man. He's busy. He's microing. He's microing. He's got Bodkin Arrow now. He's got faster ships with Berbers, but that's not going to help him in the corner here. Ciskhan with more navy, but a lot of his navy is weak. Damn, dude. Not paying attention to the right things, I guess. Still doesn't know about this. Oh. And here come the men-at-arms to fight the villagers trying to go for that TC. He really doesn't want to cancel that TC because he doesn't have enough stone for another one if he deletes that. Dave, do you consider it more skillful to win a tournament with maps you don't know, can't prepare for, or a tournament with set map pool and set meta for each map? Oh, it's definitely for a tournament with set map pool and set meta. That's the most skillful way to win, right? 100% with preparation and whatnot. But this is way more entertaining, and it shows up off a different skill set, which is just adaptation. Which is definitely a critical part of the game, but... Yes, with this plugin, you can hover over and see the bonuses and stuff, Wellen. Should help a gamer like yourself, you know? Doesn't play every day. Comes in once a month to play the clearing. And absolutely demolishes kids. Let's go, Wade! He did it! He walled it in! Let's go! But there's longswords coming in. Uh-oh. Longswords from Ciskhan now. He still has the galleys over here. He's adding a second TC. Trying to deal with this siege tower that's chasing after that villager. A monastery could be very nice here for Wade. He already has one. Polino, thank you for the 24 months. And a freaking dock over here would be amazing as well. And let's see, when Ciskhan gets this TC up, he still doesn't know there's a pawn back here at all. Will he have the vision on this? I think he will. He'll be like, oh, well, why did I bother with the front side anyway? But he can't see any deep fish. So might not dock this either way. Still got fish out here too. With more fish on the way. Siege Workshop now coming up from Wade. The monks are grabbing this relic. Might be able to get this one too, although I don't think he knows about that. Dude, adding the barracks immediately, definitely not the correct play for Ciskhan, but it's worked out. It is worked out. It has been so annoying for Wade. Scorpion coming over to deal with this siege tower. And this guy will die slowly but surely. Also, Wade, you're still losing villagers under the TC, brother. Oh my god. Oh my. Where is this guy going? We don't know. I have no idea what he was trying to do. Ciskhan is desperately trying to drop these guys off on the other side so he gets some value from them. And forward siege workshop from Ciskhan. Dude, when they look at this map afterwards, because they both will after the game, they're going to feel so stupid for not docking the corners. They're going to feel so dumb, both of them. When you think about it, Wade is ahead. I don't think so. No. This Navy does still provide value. Like, it's going to kill all these buildings at the front side. It holds them in. Ciskhan has the forward position. Wade's going to really struggle to get there. Ciskhan has the better eco upgrades. He's got more res collected. Okay. Wade sees the amount of fish. If he's ever floating wood, he doesn't need to really go for farms. He can fish boom there, but I think it's past that point. He's got 82 vills now. He's going to snag that relic. He's going to be gone. He sees the siege workshop now. He needs something in defense. It's going to be a stable. Still can't see the deep fish over here. At this point, I don't think we're going to get anyone docking on the corners, so we've got to stop talking about it. Forward castle here from Ciskhan. Wade can't do anything about that. The Navy's there to support. There's no way to deny this. He just has to back up, maybe try and get a castle of his own, and try and go up to Imp. His resources are actually looking okay to do that. He just needs to keep himself safe. So the knight should protect against the longswords. Where would you want to put the castles? Somewhere around here, probably. +2 armor. Not for sure on that one for 2 knights. And he canceled it. He queues up a couple more knights instead. Yeah, it seems like a defensive castle into Imperial Age to try and push us back. It's probably the angle he wants to take. Town Watch is on the way for him. Ciskhan trying to snipe this mangonel. Wade trying to keep this safe. The eco is very disrupted. You can see how inefficient some of this stuff is. The knights are going to clear up these longswords, which is great. But Wade is just adding a second stable, and he still doesn't have a castle. He didn't cancel. Blacksmith was destroyed. Ah. Siege Tower has also been walled in, and more barracks are coming out. Pikeman is now coming out as well from Ciskhan. 100 eco from Wade. So 100 villagers versus 84 from Ciskhan plus 7 fishing ships. And let's see what the gold supply is like. There's still plenty of gold back here. There's 5k gold back here. Not a ton of stone, but just enough to get a castle. Res collected, really close. However, this gold is very exposed. He doesn't even need to do that. He doesn't need to go for that. That's a lot of gold there, to be fair. That is a ton of gold. That's almost 10k gold. But he doesn't need to take that. He's got gold aplenty back here. And now Wade is moving out this way. So Wade's going to try and go for the counter raids. There are monks around. The pikeman tech is in. And it's Bohemian pikemen. So they are going to be very dangerous. And the castle goes up here from Wade. But he spent all of his resources on knights. And Imperial Age is on the way from Ciskhan. A great recovery for him after the initial militia debacle. He'll lose a couple villagers here, but the Imperial Age timing is going to be so nice, and that knight's getting converted. Why are all of the villagers coming forward? I'm not sure, but they are. Okay, here we go. Couple villager kills for Wade. And that's it. Knights are coming out for these vills as well. The castle is there to protect. He can take out the mangonel, but he's going to have bigger problems than the mangonel when Ciskhan gets to him. Bigger and badder siege weaponry is going to come out as the battering rams are coming in from Wade. So Wade is going to attempt to push this back in Castle Age. Did he want to save his siege tower? Like, why were the villagers coming forward? I don't know. Oh, man. This is... I don't know about this push, guys. Oh, wait. You need more food? Huh? Another castle here from Ciskhan. This ain't happening, folks. This just ain't happening. For Wade. Nice attempt. He's killing some pikemen now with the knights. He's distracting a little bit. But Ciskhan sees it. He's got pikemen here to deal with these knights. He's got pikemen to deal with the rams. Imperial Age comes in. Wade can't really push this back. And the GG comes in. Well played. Good luck next. So Ciskhan moves on as we expected from him. 2-1. The second game was a little bit of a mind read there from Wade. He definitely called out Ciskhan's forward castle and denied it. But other than that, Ciskhan was in full control of this set. Even after opening with a barracks. I want to hear their thoughts after seeing all of the fish in the corners. There's so much food here. They didn't need to go for this one at all. Like a little bit better scouting with the siege tower. It has good vision, so you could definitely see the amount of fish that's on these ponds. And your opponent would be going like fast feudal into galley pressure into nothing. He should have gone up first, seeing the forward castle. Yeah, I think so as well. As soon as he sees that forward castle, with the resources he had, no knights. Defensive castle, up the imp, try and treb this down. But he tried for the different play. He thought that Ciskhan would be exposed at home, so he went for knights to try and get counter rating damage in. Didn't work. Yeah, if they had this map again, they'd play it completely differently. I think it would just be like secure a pond, wall up, fast castle. What's up, Lazy? Good morning. Okay, so Ciskhan moves through. That's our second result for Master of HyperRandom 3. We had Target beating Survivalists yesterday. And now Ciskhan beating Wade, both going to the final game.